Have you ever looked back and thought, I wish I had known that sooner? When it comes to self love, there's so many things I had to learn the hard way. Things that have made the journey feel a lot less confusing and a lot more freeing. The truth is, self love isn't about getting everything right from the start. It's about unlearning old patterns, embracing growth, and giving yourself the same kindness you so easily give to others. But when you're just beginning, it's easy to get caught up in self doubt, perfectionism, or the idea that self love is something you have to earn rather than something you deserve. Today, I'm sharing 10 things I wish I knew before starting my self love journey. Whether you're just beginning or looking for a fresh perspective, these insights might just save you some time, some heartache, and a whole lot of self doubt. Hi there, I'm Cynthia. Not so long ago, I discovered a path that led to a life transforming journey of love and healing after getting to a point of feeling sick and tired of being sick and tired. A couple of years and lessons learned later, here I am living a life I love. I could shout this from the rooftop. I created Ignite and Flow to help you navigate your path of emotional healing, ignite the love and light within, and enjoy the magical experience of life. Self love, people pleasing, letting go, nourishing and healing the mind, and all things in between are a few things we touch on. I teach you how to let go and live a life you love here and now, wholeheartedly and unconditionally. Yes, you deserve it. You deserve to live a life you love as your most beautiful and authentic self. Life is worth living and you're worth loving, my friend. Are you ready to get started? This is the Ignite and Flow podcast. Welcome back to the Ignite and Flow podcast, where we explore practical ways to nourish, heal, and love your life. I'm your host, Cynthia, and I'm so glad you're here. Self love is often talked about like a switch you flip on. One day you wake up just feeling completely confident, at peace, and fully accepting of yourself. But the reality is a journey, one filled with lessons, setbacks, and moments of growth. And looking back, there are so many things I wish I had known when I first started. Things that would have saved me from unnecessary self doubt, perfectionism, and waiting for the right time to begin. So, in today's episode, I'm sharing 10 things I wish I knew before starting my self love journey. Whether you're just beginning or looking for a new perspective, these insights will help you navigate your own path with more clarity, self compassion, and ease. So, wherever you are, whether you're listening on your morning walk, winding down for the evening, or simply taking a moment for yourself, let's dive in. Hey there! Before we dive into today's episode, I want to share a free resource that can support you as you begin your self love journey, the Ultimate Self Love Starter Kit. If you've ever wondered where to start with self love or struggled with accepting yourself during difficult moments, this guide is for you. Inside, you'll discover key insights about what it really means to love yourself, important truths that can shift your perspective, and the golden rule, a simple yet transformative principle that can change everything on your self love journey. And as a bonus, I've also included a mini self love retreat with 3 actionable steps you can start practicing right away. So, if you're ready to take the first step towards a more compassionate relationship with yourself, head over to igniteandflow.com/self love starter kit to download your copy. You'll also find a link in the description for this episode. Self love is something we all hear about, but no one really hands us a guidebook on how to navigate it. It's easy to think of it as just being confident, having high self esteem, or treating yourself every now and then. But real self love is so much deeper than that. When I first started my self love journey, I thought it would be a straight path. And I thought that, okay, I need a few mindset shifts that would lead me to feeling completely at peace with myself. But the truth is, it wasn't always easy. Some days I doubted if I was doing it right. Other times I felt like I was making progress, only to slip back into old patterns. And for a long time, I believed that self love was something I had to earn, that I had to reach a certain level of growth, success, or healing before I deserved it. But here's what I learned. Self-love isn't a reward for becoming a better version of yourself. It's a daily practice of showing up for yourself exactly as you are. It's about recognizing that your worth isn't conditional, that you don't have to be perfect to be deserving of kindness, and that the relationship you build with yourself is the foundation for everything else in your life. And yet, there are so many things I wish I had known before I started. Things that would have saved me from unnecessary frustration, self doubt, and waiting for the right moment to begin. That's what we're exploring today. I'm sharing 10 things I wish I knew before starting my self love journey, lessons that I hope will help you navigate yours with more clarity, grace, and ease. So, if you've ever wondered, how do I even start? That's what I'm sharing with you today. I really want you to get the most of what I'm sharing with you today. Reflection is such a powerful tool, but I understand it can come with a mix of emotions, and a moment of stillness can make all the difference. If you're feeling the need to slow down and center yourself, I invite you to download the Calm Reset affirmation cards. They're designed to bring you back to a peaceful state, offering affirmations that help guide you through moments of stress, overwhelm, or uncertainty. You can download your free Calm Reset cards now at ignitingflow.com/calm reset. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to reset. Self love is often misunderstood. It's not just about treating yourself to something nice, so that'll be great, or practicing self care when it's convenient. It's about the daily commitment to seeing yourself with kindness, honoring your worth, and showing up for yourself even when it feels hard. When I first started my self love journey, I had no idea what to expect. I thought it would feel empowering right away, but instead, it brought up resistance, discomfort, and old patterns I didn't even realize I had. I wish someone had told me that self love isn't just about feeling good, it's about unlearning, healing, and choosing yourself even when it's the hardest thing to do. If you've ever struggled with self doubt, people pleasing, or feeling unworthy, you're not alone. Self love is not something you simply arrive at, it's a practice, a process, a way of living that deepens over time. And today, I'm sharing with you 10 things that I wish I had known before I started. These lessons could have saved me years of frustration, self judgment, and unnecessary pressure. If you're on this journey or thinking about beginning, these insights will help you navigate self love with more clarity, ease, and grace. Here's what I wish I knew before starting my self love journey. Number one, self love isn't a destination, it's a daily practice. I used to think that one day I'd arrive at self love and never struggle with self doubt again. But self love isn't a place you reach, it's something you choose moment by moment. Some days it feels easy, and other days it feels impossible. But showing up for yourself consistently is what truly matters. Number two, being kind to yourself will feel uncomfortable at first. If you spent years being your own worst critic, self compassion won't feel natural right away. In fact, it might feel forced or even selfish. But the discomfort doesn't mean you're doing it wrong, it means you're breaking old patterns. Keep going. Number three, you don't have to fix yourself to be worthy of love. I used to believe that once I healed my past wounds, became more confident, or achieved certain goals, then I'd be worthy of love. But self love isn't about becoming a better version of yourself, it's about accepting and valuing yourself exactly as you are right now. Number four, setting boundaries is one of the greatest acts of self love. Learning to say no, not only to others, but to yourself as well, without guilt, and prioritizing your energy and choosing relationships that honor your well being is essential. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but boundaries are not walls, they're a way of protecting your peace and respecting yourself. Number five, healing isn't linear, and setbacks don't mean failure. Some days you will feel deeply connected to yourself, and other days old patterns will resurface. That's normal. Healing happens in layers, and every time you choose self love, no matter how small, it adds up. Number six, external validation will never replace inner validation. Seeking approval and love from others can feel like a shortcut to self worth, but it's temporary. True self love comes from within. When you learn to validate your own feelings, trust yourself, and recognize your own value, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Seven, letting go of self judgment is more powerful than chasing self improvement. That's right. Personal growth is great, but self love isn't about constantly trying to fix yourself. Sometimes the most transformative thing you can do is simply stop criticizing yourself and embrace who you are in this moment. Eight, you are not responsible for making everyone else comfortable. If you're a people pleaser, hands up, this one is tough. You don't have to shrink yourself, suppress your needs, or overextend yourself to be lovable. Your worth isn't measured by how much you do for others, it's inherent just as you are. Number nine, Resting, slowing down, and prioritizing your well being is productive. We're taught to equate productivity with worth, but self love means recognizing that rest is just as valuable as action. Taking time to recharge isn't lazy, it's essential for your mental, emotional, and physical health. 10. Self love is not about waiting until you feel worthy. It's about choosing yourself anyway. You don't have to wait until you feel confident, healed, or ready to practice self love. Start now, even if it feels unnatural. With time, self love becomes less of a struggle and more of a natural way of being. Here's some bonus lessons for you. 1. Let it flow and be patient with yourself. There will be moments when you recognize patterns or behaviors you wish you could change immediately. The desire to fix things quickly is natural, but true growth takes time. Trust the process, allow yourself to evolve, and remember, self love isn't about perfection, it's about progress. 2. Some things are easier said than done, but you're stronger than you think. There will be hard days when self love feels like an uphill battle. Setting boundaries, speaking kindly to yourself, or choosing rest over overworking might not always come easy. But just because something is difficult doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're growing. You have the courage and strength to do what's necessary even when it's not easy. And the third and last tip, stay true to your values. There's a place for you as you are. The world will always have trends, the latest thing, the new thing, expectations, pressures here, pressures there, and trying to get you to conform to whatever is happening in that moment. But self love means honoring who you are at the core, even if it feels like you don't fit the mold. You don't have to change to match where the world is going. Your path is yours, and there's space for you exactly as you are. Your self love journey is uniquely yours. Keep choosing yourself, keep trusting the process, and most of all, keep believing in the beauty of who you are. Now over to you. It's your turn to take action. What's one thing from today's episode that resonated with you the most? Maybe it's a reminder to be patient with yourself, to trust the process even when it's hard, or to stay true to your values no matter what. Whatever it is, take a moment to reflect on how you can bring this insight into your life, whether it's journaling about it, setting a small intention, or simply noticing when self doubt creeps in and choosing to meet yourself with kindness instead. And if you're ready to deepen your self love journey, I've created something to support you, the Ultimate Self Love Starter Kit. There's free resources designed to help you build self awareness, create meaningful self care moments, and cultivate self trust in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Inside, you will find powerful tools like guided journaling prompts, affirmations, and simple exercises to help you strengthen your relationship with yourself starting today. And if you're ready to begin, you can download the Self Love Starter Kit from igniteandflow.com/, Self Love Starter Kit, or click the link in the description to take that first step. In today's episode, we explore 10 things I wish I knew before starting my self love journey. Self love is not just about feel good moments, though those are great. It's about how you show up for yourself daily, especially in the moments that feel challenging. Whether you're just beginning or deepening your practice, these insights can help you navigate your journey with more self compassion, patience, and trust. Here are some key points to take home with you. Self love is an ongoing practice. It's not something you achieve once and check off a list. It's a lifelong relationship with yourself that grows and evolves over time. Your inner voice matters. The way you speak to yourself shapes your self worth. Learning to soften self criticism and replace it with kindness is a game changer. Boundaries are a form of self respect. Saying no to others and yes, saying no to yourself as well isn't selfish. It's a necessary part of honoring your needs and protecting your peace. Healing isn't linear. Some days will feel empowering, while others may bring self doubt. Progress isn't about perfection, it's about showing up for yourself, even in small ways. Let it flow and be patient with yourself. Self love takes time. There will be moments when you recognize things you want to change immediately, but trust that everything unfolds in its own time. You're enough just as you are. You don't need to change to fit into anyone else's expectations. Staying true to your values will always lead to where you're meant to be. Here's some actions for you. Take a moment to reflect and journal. What's one self-love lesson that resonates with you the most? How can you start applying it in your life today? Can you practice a simple self-love ritual, whether it's a moment of deep breathing, a positive affirmation, or a small act of self-care? Choose one way to show kindness to yourself today. And lastly, to support you on your self-love journey, you can access the Ultimate Self-Love Starter Kit, the free resource packed with journaling prompts, affirmations, and simple exercises to help you cultivate more self-compassion and confidence. You can download it at ignitetheflow.com/self-love starter kit. The link is in the description. Self-love isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to embrace yourself fully just as you are. Keep showing up one step at a time. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope that hearing these 10 insights into the self-love journey has sparked some inspiration and clarity for you. Remember, self-love is a process, not a destination. It's about showing up for yourself, acknowledging your worth, and trusting in your own strength even on the tough days. If you found today's episode helpful, I encourage you to subscribe to the Ignite and Flow podcast so you can continue to grow with us. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with somebody who you know might benefit from it too. Until next time, I'm sending you all the love and peace you deserve. Keep showing up for yourself, trust the journey, and always remember you are worthy of the love that you give.